and bruises, bumps 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 and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
Yeah, shout out the priest in the chat. Bumps and bruises, we like the fuses. Grab a seat and hear what the news is. Don't confuse us, you know the name. We the best and the brightest in this podcast game. Derek Marcos and Drizzen with the hot takes and recaps. Hit us in the chat, we welcome all feedback. Turn it up, cause we giving them hell. We the best in the business, now ring the bell.
Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
And we are back with another episode with the boys. It's the Bumps and Bruises podcast.
Yo, am I muted? Am I allowed?
No, you're
No, you were working good. Derek had the most low key intro of all time.
It's like,
He was like,
I'm
gonna look at this over here. Welcome back.
welcome back. Is it the quiet storm or
It's the quiet storm.
no one else said anything, so I was like, all right, well, let's get into it.
Hey, I'm just a guest here, guys.
You're not a guest.
I mean, I think we're all still kind of waking up. From
Not
the weekend.
anymore.
It was quite a weekend. We got to hang out, the three of us in Atlanta. Big shouts to MomoCon for having us, taking care of us out there. That was cool. Very good time. And got to see the homies. And it was really, really fun. Shouts to Momo. Like, this was maybe my second or third MomoCon, and each year it just continues to get bigger and better. And they really know how to throw a good con. So definitely shouts to those folks.
Derek caught me and he was like, man, I got through like 2/3 of the dealer's room and I still got to go back and get through this other portion so I can see everything. And I'm like, man, the dealer's room ain't that big. And he's like, what do you know? And I was like, I've been here so many times. The dealer's room ain't that big. I went and looked. Dealer's room has grown. It is like twice the size that it was last year, 4 times the size of the year before. They're like doubling the foot space every single time.
Like I said, it was huge, man. I was like, oh, I am tired of walking.
I went down and hit a couple times, and I never made it out beyond 2,500.
Oh, no. I made it to the end.
2,500, 4,000 is a vast land that I never experienced, which Rand and I were talking. I missed out on Madness Company that makes some awesome shirts. I was actually going to pick one up for a buddy and completely forgot on Sunday to go get them.
Oh man, yeah, we missed wrestling. We missed all kinds of stuff, man. That was a huge dealer room, and like the first time I came down, I went into the A building's basement, and through there was the gaming area, and so I was like, man, where could the dealer room be? And then I find that it's like the exact same size, almost just full, and man, it's a huge convention. They use every bit of their space.
Yes, they do. It was fun though. That was my first one, so I liked it. I enjoyed it. I always like seeing y'all. So I mean, if I can ride out, I'm in there.
No, I appreciate that. That's what's up, man. Yeah, it was good times. Good times. We got to get some good food. We had some Korean barbecue. Got to see some concerts, and man, good fun weekend with no wrestling, surprisingly.
And it was just past the 4,000 aisle. We just never got there as it was going on.
Didn't make it there.
So I seen it, and I stood for a second, and I was like, "Yep, I'm walking away." So then I left and went upstairs to the lounge.
He said, "Jade isn't here. I'm going back up there." But there was a lot of wrestling that happened, including Saturday Night Main Event, which that I didn't even mean to segue from Jade to Jade, but we did indeed. And Jade and company took out the ragtag of Flair, Rhea, and Alexa Bliss, which kind of surprised me.
That is surprising, actually. I didn't see that coming at all. But I think, again, in this world where like wins and losses don't really matter, I think they were just trying to get to the next thing. But still, like that was an unexpected win.
Didn't they come out just like Michael? Different versions of Michael.
They had the Michael tribute going on.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
So I saw someone else talk about what's good, Priest. I saw someone talk about that they feel like the baddies of AEW in the beginning were friends, and then they started to not like each other, and you could see that like on camera. But then they said that the baddies of WWE, they give this is just a business arrangement kind of vibes. What do y'all think about that?
I didn't see it, so I didn't know if was there some moments where they felt like, and I guess I could see that though, where it's like it's a business, like they're not necessarily friends, but
I mean, look at how
they
it
were kinda
started. Though.
hired.
I don't know how AEW's version started. It probably started the same. I don't know. It could be copy and paste, but I know, Jay was just smacking every mid Carter around. So
Yeah, this came different. It was more like a out of like necessity. Like, okay, we know that Rhea is like this kind of super force, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna need a little help, and so she brings in the crew. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of similar, but if I could even remember who Jay was teaming up with in AEW, I thought at her thing, I thought the baddies there was just random fans that and extras that they would find in every city.
What? Nah, I think Red Velvet was one, and then someone else.
Yeah, I don't remember. All I remember is her being like, "Oh, my baddie's gonna come out and see me, right?" And then every event, every like show, there would be like 5 random girls with her.
Oh, look, I know the 2 that was with her. Like when I started watching AEW, going to AEW shows. So I know one was Red Velvet from when I was going. So
okay, and I could see that. And in this case, it's a little different. Like they're more like sort of known and like about their business. But yeah, that was a much needed win. So like, shouts to them for picking that up. I never really care about the Saturday Night's Main Event shows. They're always kind of like inconsequential, I would say. And even this one, I kind of called that there wouldn't be a lot of like, title changes because there were 2-3 titles on the line,
and none of them changed.
Not a single title changed.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, actually, we had men's tag titles, women's tag titles, IC title, and women's IC title were up.
Was the women's IC title? Was that one a title match?
That was not
but
a
it
title
wasn't
match.
a title match. You're right.
Okay. So yeah, still 3, not bad.
So it was 3 title matches where none changed hands, which is kind of what I predicted. Something did happen in the tag title match. Shouts to them for getting main event, but Logan Paul was injured in that match. I think I saw the moment where like Montez did some crazy jump.
It wasn't Montez. It was Dawkins.
It was Dawkins actually.
Dawkins did that jump after all the shit that the internet has given that boy.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was Dawkins flying over the top rope, and I mean that's a lot of weight to come down on you, and so Logan took that hit, and he's out for, they say, several months.
So basically, what we're hearing is Dawkins is a what's that man's name? Joe Hendry fan?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I could see that because he wanted to get Logan Paul out of there. Speaking of Joe Hendry, he took a sick chair shot. Did y'all see that
yesterday?
That was on Raw. Yeah, you gotta look that up. Austin Theory just went psycho and like blasted him with a chair while his head was near the I don't know what they call that pole thing that they cover the pole up with. It looked
Post?
crazy. The post, yes. And I mean, I'm sure it wasn't as bad as it looked, but it looked rough. And he got blasted. But I don't know. That's starting to make me think like we're back to this same debate about is the vision cursed? Like, if you got the book and you've seen all these injuries happen with this faction, do you keep trying to do it, or do you just split it up at some point?
But you
I will
split it
say
up, what
before
are
I
the
answer
split
that
up? Go ahead.
question, shout out to the camera work, which normally fails. That cut for the camera work as he goes to hit Hendry with the chair was fantastic.
Yo, it makes it look lethal.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was a perfect cut. Like, it looks like he killed that dude. Like, it was such a perfect camera cut.
Here, let's see.
Can you share the screen and show the people?
That's what we're working on right now.
To show the camera cut, you know they're gonna take us down.
Oh yeah, be careful.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, be careful. Maybe y'all should go.
We'll put a link in the chat. We'll put a link in the chat.
Y'all should go Google that. Yeah, maybe not. Go to Instagram or somewhere.
Podcast gonna end before it started.
They've posted it. Yeah, let's not get caught up. But yes, Drizzen, if you got the book and another injury happens to this faction, what are you thinking?
So flip side, Vision might be cursed. Maybe the world is trying to say, give Austin Theory a push.
Oh, you said Austin Theory.
Well,
Yeah,
there's lots of Austins that I'd be down with getting a push.
Well,
But
yeah.
Austin Theory has looked like $1 million since he's come back. We know he can talk. He just hasn't really been doing it with Vision because they've got Logan Paul. They had Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker. He's better on the mic than Braun Breaker, if we're honest. But another blessing in disguise, if these Instagram photos hold true to what we're seeing from the rehab for Bronson Reed, holy moly. That man looks like $1 billion right now.
Yeah, he's gonna come back and not be a super heavyweight anymore. I don't know.
He's looking like a jacked up Oba Brock level.
Yeah, dude. I thought it was Braun Strowman when I saw it for a second. I was like, yo, he looks really big.
And he is big up top and tiny in the waist right now, which he was not tiny in the waist when he left.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you just go look at that?
I just seen the picture.
Yeah.
That makes me want to go work out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I was like. All right. let's get in gear. Let's go.
What? Yo, for real. He looks cut. You know who kind of looks, I mean, not quite like that, but you know who kind of like, I think maybe after a fresh workout and, you know, with a little bit of flexing going on, AJ Francis up top is looking really good too.
And that's a man that another that they gave so much crap to. It's funny that there's a lot of commonalities with the people that the internet likes to go after. But we know AJ can work, and he had that one botch, but then that botch, he goes and gets checked out, and he's living with diabetes, and he didn't even know. And so all of a sudden, he starts getting all of that under control and getting the medical help that he needed, and weight flies off, like energy skyrockets, and he gets back to doing what he could do before.
Yep. It's crazy. Yeah, like sometimes, and it sometimes takes a really scary moment like that to do it. But yeah, man, that is really interesting. The people that the internet decides to, you know, come after.
Although I got ready to say although, but then still in the unnamed category, because the new current favorite right now to go after is Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka, who the internet has talked about how amazing that finisher is, how she's catching it out of nowhere. It's the new Randy Orton, and the Soul Snatcher looks even cooler than that. to now she should never do that move again because she keeps botching it.
I think maybe people just not knowing how to catch it, can kind of take it a little bit into another place. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But that's the internet though. We will quickly go from favorite to like nah.
Which I got ready to say, not in that category, but still is if you know what you know. Doesn't come across at first, but holds true.
Yep. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's the internet will certainly move pretty fast on people. Like they're just so high on you, and then they're like not so much. So I didn't catch Raw, but I did read through a lot of the highlights. So but I would love to chat about a few of those things. Apparently, Penta and Javon had a banger. And I will be watching that for sure. But Brock Lesnar finally, I guess, explained himself. Is this would you say that? Basically said what we all thought, which is, oh, I can't go out like that. Basically is what he decided to think. If you could also take that however you want. But supposedly in storyline decided, okay, I can't go out like that. So now I got to come back. Are you excited about round 2, about Oba Brock round 2? And how do you see that going, Derek?
Yeah, Tristan, what'd you think, man?
Hey, only one of us got the locks. Only one of us was in the strut contest. It's got to come from the horse's mouth.
You didn't come to Mania, sir. Anywho's, I want to see Oba win again. You know what I'm saying? That's me as a fan. That's what I want to see.
Okay. As a writer of the show, let's just say, if you got the
as a writer of the show,
if you're like, what's the best move? What's
Look,
best
even the audience has chimed in and they want to know what Derek thinks about it.
We know who this is.
Yeah, long time listener, first time commenting. Says it right there.
Because he's normally
here. Derek thinks about the Brock segment. So we got a fan who really wants to know. What do you think?
So honestly, I think it's a good segment. I do like Oba's rebuttal afterwards with Paul Heyman. Taking my bias out of it, the way I see it is I will still build Oba up because Brock's on his way out, regardless of if it was at WrestleMania in 6 months, in 4 months, within the next year, he's still on his way out. So I would still book Oba to be stronger than him because you need someone to take that place afterwards. We don't need The Rock's gone. Oh, Stone Cold, Steve Austin's gone. And we don't have anybody to take those places. So that's my thought.
I think I said last week that I think we're probably going to see Brock come get a bit of get back in the Clash. I hope that they book it correctly and still have Oba come off incredibly strong, because I do think that this is the rubber match. Brock's going to take it, and it's going to set up a retirement match for SummerSlam, hometown, Minneapolis.
Against Oba.
It'll be against Oba.
Okay.
I think Oba retires him. I don't think they do the Gunther retirement thing. I think this time Oba says, look, I retired you already. You came back. Sure, you got one on me. But and as long as they build it strong, but you saw it took everything you had to keep me down. So this time I'm retiring you for good.
Do you think? All right, now I mean we're past it. We're now a month out from the initial shocking moment of Brock sitting in the ring, taking his gear off. Mm-hmm. Looking back and looking at where we are now, whose decision do you think it was for Brock to do that in the ring after the match? Do you think Brock decided that either in that moment or later or before that? Or was that a booking decision that they knew was going to lead to a 3-match series? or do you think Brock went into business for himself there and just thought he was going to either ride off in the sunset or make a money play for a couple more appearances, or was this the script all along?
I personally feel like it was probably a money play. If we know Brock about that cheese, you know what I'm saying? Might as well call him Big Money Brock. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. So do you think at that time his contract was up and he's like, yeah, I'm going? Or did he already have more appearances on the deal, but played this up as it was going to be the end? Like, nah, I'm done.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like his contracts don't really be long anyway. So his contract was probably done, and we didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Contract Brock be moving in secret. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So it feels like, yeah, it's like people were saying like, oh man, the cameras would have cut out away from that. I don't actually agree, because this wasn't like a moment, like it wasn't like he grabbed the mic and was ready to like shoot on the company or something, you know. This was a very believable, real moment that would be good TV. So I do think it's possible that he pulled a fast one. And he also apparently pulled one on Paul too at the moment. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But
it was given real in the moment.
yeah,
I think it was a Brock, you know what? I'm done. And we've seen him do those spur of the moment decisions. We've seen him make not the wisest choice in both WWE and UFC, completely unscripted moments that kind of go a little bit off the rails. And I think this is one that he went, off the rails, kind of into business for himself. And they probably went, oh crap, that just messed up all of our plans. And he said, oh, well, if you want me to keep going, I guess I will. If you bring that money.
Right. And they're sitting there like crying in their money, like, but we don't have the money.
And he's like, it's okay. You could just fire a couple more people.
And they're like, we'll see what we can do. And then they went and made some chops. And then here we are. It's very interesting to think about this, because it's like, to me, it makes me not as excited. It's like we can see this all the way into the future. Like, I know exactly where this ends. So it doesn't make me as excited for what's going to happen. I think we get a 5-minute match, everybody spamming their finishers, and Brock winning. And I'd be okay with that. You know what I mean? But it makes it kind of clear where this is going to go to a third.
Can you imagine what this could be right now is if Brock won and scripted or unscripted did the exact same thing, but he won at WrestleMania, then takes off the gear and leaves it in the ring, and everybody's like, oh shit, Brock just retired. Oba's never going to get the comeback. This kind of buries Oba, and Brock is retiring now. This is crazy. But then Oba starts getting on the mic all the time, Brock, you can't leave. I had you, blah, 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 blah. And then Brock shows up and says, all right, let's go. And if it's a, rubber match doing the third for retirement and everything, that simple flip sets up so much more value in this process that I have to think that this was not scripted. Then again, they've made some really interesting choices over the years, so I can't know for sure.
Yeah, we just don't know. They could have been saving this. They could be saving this for an Unreal episode. You know what I mean? Or even when the Unreal happens, they could still flip it. You know what I mean? And try to, script it within that, So, but yeah, that's interesting.
Stephanie will run up to Paul and go, did you know this is going to happen?
Right. Yeah, they'll just come up with something.
Like, no, didn't you see me crying in the ring after he's already talked about how he had to poke himself in the eye?
So I got a question. Do y'all think, what's the off chance that he wins, though? That Oba wins?
I mean, at this point, there's no rules. So Oba could win. Brock could just be mad and then come right back and be like, I don't care, fight me again. You know what I mean? Like, there's no rules to this anymore. but I think it's clear that he wins. Like he kind of has to. Like otherwise, it's like, yo, this guy's got your number. But wait, has anybody beat? Well, Cody beat him twice in a row, right?
Yeah,
he did. He did. I thought that was going to be a rubber match situation, and it wasn't. So,
and I think Braun did back in the day when they were having the Battle of the Beasts.
He got 2 on him.
I thought so.
You could be right.
But I think that might have ended everything as well. So I'm not.
Huh.
I don't remember it clearly.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, it sounds believable. So there's only a few, but it has happened. Like I thought they were gonna do a triple, a 3 series with Cody, and he beat him twice and raised his hand up, like, all right, you're the man, and they moved on, kind of.
Who retires in their hometown?
Guys that can throw the title belt at Vincent Kennedy McMahon and still get paid like a top star.
Brock is different. Brock is none of the rules clearly apply to him.
Brock is different than everyone else.
Yes. Because the rest of them would be team players. You know what I'm saying? John Cena will do it anywhere, anytime. They're like, oh, you want to do it on a pre-show of a Thursday night thing? Sure.
We're going to do it on WCW Thunder in El Paso. All right.
Yeah. Like guys like Cena will do anything for the business, but Brock has been proven to kind of want it his way. So,
and the other part of that is Brock, which I've talked about so many times. Brock brings in that extra set of eyes. He brings in that UFC group, those bros that spend a little bit more money here and there.
So did Ronda, but where is she at?
I don't think that Ronda brought it in the way. There's a large gap in audience between the men's and women's MMA.
Women UFC fighter, probably the most dominant UFC fighter, period, of that time.
I hate to say that she's still a woman, and so a lot of these guys look at it.
Damn. It's what it comes down to.
It's just what it comes down to. I hate to say it, but no, Ronda's a draw, no question. But yeah, maybe not a draw like Brock.
Wait, what happened to Ronda in AEW?
Did they
Wasn't
sign
that
her?
A thing?
No, she showed up, but I don't know if she did anything.
I just realized that I was like, wait, didn't she show up for that? Like,
wait, yeah.
I guess it got backburnered because of the Carano fight.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, she showed up to back up. Was it Marina Shafir?
Yeah.
And then
she got in the face of Tony.
Got in Tony's face. Tony was gone. So then that just disappeared.
I was like, wait, the internet got hyped for a quick moment. Hyped and heated all at the same time.
Right. All that venom. And then they were like, okay. But, Tony listens to the internet. So that, I think, was a big part of that probably too. Like, oh, wait, they don't like this. Okay, never mind.
Right.
That very much could be a Tony comment.
She said, I read the internet and the room, and I need a break.
Took a break. I want to go fight for real. And then she did.
But
no, what our longtime fan M. Rivas says that has could be right. If Oba wins, that kills the story. Correct. But clearly, these stories don't always have an ending in mind. We just talked about Gunther. Gunther was the career killer. Maybe Brock just was like, I don't like this guy. I don't want to lose to him, And so they just completely have kept them apart. You know what I mean? I have no idea. But again, Brock is a guy who makes decisions that affect storylines, clearly. And if he trusts you, he puts you over, he sells for you, he does what he got to do. If he doesn't, you don't wrestle him. It's kind of how it goes, at least in the past. Ronda, AEW, we're always like a comedian at an open mic. She just pops up. But speaking of AEW, I would be remiss to not talk about what people are calling. I don't know if y'all watched it. People are calling this the best AEW pay-per-view, at least in a while.
We could have been there. God dang it.
And we could have been there. I mean, it sold out completely. And then we would have been waiting. we've been waiting to get a train. We'd still be waiting to get out of New
I
York.
heard the venue was horrendous. I heard the show was amazing, but the venue and the venue staff, there's been a lot of complaints.
Oh wow. I got a friend who literally had to leave during the main event, I think before it started, just to get home on time because
To catch the train.
there was no other way. Like if you missed that train, you were screwed.
Well, that's kind of shows the difference in companies that we always talk about a little bit. When Mania was there, they worked with the city and Jersey and New York to make sure that trains were running until like 2 a.m. And AEW, there's just like, yep, trains are done. Cut off at normal time. You got to walk home.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra things you have to think about when you run a late show in New York. But as usual, the wrestling delivered. I still haven't finished watching the whole thing, but there was some incredible matches and incredible moments. I hate to say that the main event was predictable because I think we kind of all knew MJF was not going to lose his hair, but the rest of the show, top notch, I would say. Please watch, even if you don't like Moxley or Kyle O'Reilly, watch that match. That match was so good. And also Okada Takeshita, those two. Okada Takeshita could main event the Tokyo Dome today, and probably still should.
Please.
And they gave it to you in the middle of a show. You know what I mean? Like, yo, let these guys go 45 minutes and they will burn it down. And that was incredible.
Which, and I will say, because I know I've been overly critical of AEW in the past. One of the things that I did really like from the main event, they actually played off the fact, and MJF had talked about this coming up and talked about how Darby keeps doing the same thing. Like how have his opponents not seen it? He does the same thing every single time. And that definitely played into the finish of the match where MJF scouted him. And because he scouted him, he was able to turn some things around. So that was really cool to see it actually play out in a storytelling fashion.
Yeah. Also, I mean, this is one of those pay-per-views, I think, for people who like try to claim that there's no storytelling in AEW. I think they really got it right. I think narratives are told throughout this entire pay-per-view in almost every match. And so I think it's important for people who are like, there's no story, it's just a bunch of dope matches. I think it's really important to think about that because the important matches on this show had mad story behind them and continue to tell story. Even the Kevin Knight heel turn at the end was alluded to. There was some moments leading up to this where you're like, that's not what a good guy would do. Like, he keeps kind of stepping on his man, Speedball, you know, where it's like, yeah, that's not exactly good guy behavior. So I've seen it happen a lot. And Kevin Knight is, I mean, he's a star, dude. I think he's a star. And so this started bringing back people saying or asking why Kevin Knight was never in NXT, or wasn't there a moment where he was in NXT? I don't know. There was a moment where he was very close and he was weighing his options after New Japan. And he then decided to go with AEW, which I think ultimately I feel like it's kind of been the right move.
Yeah, I think that WWE tried to get him and keep him from going to AEW when he was coming out of New Japan, and he chose AEW.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did the right thing. It's turning out pretty well for him so far. And but yes, great pay-per-view if you guys haven't seen it. M. Rivas says being stranded was BS. It was overblown. People we know were there and they had no issues. Okay. So it's just people trying to find something to kind of nitpick at. I feel like I did know some people who also had a tough time getting home, but
yeah. So one of the big things I saw is that, and this isn't on TK, it isn't on AEW. The venue started shutting down exits that would normally be the way that people would leave. Like people that are from the area that have gone to the venue before said, "Oh, I always go out this way, and then I know that I can go here, here, and here, and I'm exactly where I need to be." And they shut down like 3/4 of the exits and filtered everybody through like these 2 main exits. And when they asked the staff were like, "Get out, go home, get out, go home," and just kept repeating that and wouldn't answer questions.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And then they blocked off part of the parking lot so people who drove couldn't get to a part of the parking lot, and it was all done through like feeder gates. And they had security that wasn't letting people jump the rail, so they couldn't get over the gates to cut to where they needed to go. So then they made everybody walk back, and it caused people walking in and out to like jam together and try and create a 2-way road on what should have been a 1-way road. So definitely it's not on AEW. That was on the venue, just making stupid choices at the last minute.
Yeah, venue issues for sure.
I also heard they ran out of food. Like,
well, no,
like food was sold out by
it's
like
kinda,
10 p.m.
Yeah. Oh no.
With like 2 hours left to go on the show.
I mean, a sold out show is like, yeah, how can you? I mean, this has been sold out for a while, so it's like, come on, y'all got to prepare for that kind of stuff. Anywho, so but anyway, great show. I just wanted to give them some props. We don't talk AEW here very much, so somebody wake Derek up, and we'll get back to the WWE talk.
Look, he said I'm listening, but has his mic muted. So
yeah, I was muted.
Oh, okay, Mike's muted.
I saw something, so I was kind of fact checking it. I saw the only 5 WWE superstars and what I didn't see was pin of Roman Reigns since becoming the tribal chief in 2020. And certain people weren't on there, but they won by disqualification because he had his cousins fighting his battles. But
he's been removed off that list for like
really
6 months after it happened. As soon as the crown was gone, he was off that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted you to forget that immediately.
Yeah. We'll never forget.
That was something. But yeah, we won't forget. Another thing we won't forget, or at least we shouldn't, Seth Rollins, Montez Ford kind of had a banger. So shouts to them. I like every time I see Montez solo, I think money. I just see visions of dollar signs every time I see him in a singles match. However, I mean, I know the Street Profits are what they are, and Doc ain't no slouch. Like, I just want to make that clear. Dawkins is not a slouch.
Yo, and to comment again, go find the photo that's out there of the 2 of them, the transformation that both of them did in like a 4-month period, where everybody was like, "Oh, Montez is fat. What happened to him?" Then he was like, "Oh, you know what? You're right." And then he just went boom.
He just turned it on. Again. He just turned it on. He's just like,
hit the light switch.
No problem.
But Dawkins did it too.
Yeah, they both did. I didn't know where you were going for a second. I thought you were going to say the photo of them standing by their wives.
Said this is what happens when you give Street Profits too much time off, and they're both next to their pregnant ladies.
Yeah,
I swear he just had a baby though. Dawkins just had a kid.
Well, he doesn't have to do the work, so
I mean, she ain't got to go back to WWE either. So hey, I swear he just had a kid. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
But I'm glad you brought it up, Rand, because that match was fantastic. Then afterwards, we get the result of Dawkins gets beat down, and now Tez needs a partner, and they've got to stop this whole Vision thing. And he says, "We got to stop this," talking to Seth, and Seth is like, "All right." And they kind of dap each other up, go their separate ways. But it leads to some curious moments to say, what happens now? Like, what do we see?
So what happens to these? Because I'm a tag team guy, right? What happens to these tag team titles? Not that Paul is.
They giving it to Braun Breaker.
Oh, he just automatically. We're doing a New Day thing.
Yep. That was Paul tried to clean that up backstage.
Oh.
It was a
I
silly
didn't see
segment.
all of Raw, so I mean,
Okay,
I
it's a
don't know.
weird, it's a weird segment. So he's like Austin Theory just looking stupid. He's just like, I don't even know what to do with this anymore. He holds the tag team titles, and he's about to give him to Paul Heyman. Like, I don't know. And he's like, why would you give it to me? Like, what do you think? And he's like, no, I made a deal when the Vision won the titles that any members of the Vision could defend them. So naturally, it's you and Braun Breaker. Like, they just plot hold it real quick. And so you take it back, just, yeah. So now we get a tag thing. And then, and Reva says, until Austin Theory gets hurt, because that seems to be the way this goes.
I'm telling you,
I don't want to
Breaker's
call
gonna get
nobody
hurt
getting
again, 'cause
injured.
it's the universe saying push Austin Theory.
Seriously, they need Austin Theory. This is his time. I think he should have just gave the belt and been like, you know what? I don't want this. I'm going for mine. And just became like, it's time to be like, I'm taking over. Because he can talk, he can work. I mean, his gear sucks, but outside of that, like,
we know lots of people that can help with that, though.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to go cosplay or nothing, but just black jeans and no shirt is just not always a great look. It's kind of generic.
Shoot, if I can pull it off, I'm down with it.
Yeah. But yes, Austin Theory needs a moment. Now we talk about what they always seem to bring up with Seth Rollins is like he can't be trusted because never forget what he did to his two brothers. Even though like he hasn't turned on anybody in a while, but this
Derek,
makes me think.
Because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to roll through the Rolodex real quick to see.
I mean, yeah. If anything,
Hasn't
Vision
turned on
turned on
anybody?
him.
Vision turned on him. Yeah.
Vision turned
that
on
part.
him.
he
I
didn't
got
turn
that
on
part.
Cody.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't backstab Cody.
Did he?
Him and CM Punk, I don't know, whatever. They were never friends.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't he? Because
Did he
wasn't
turn
he
on Cody?
upset? Wasn't he upset that Cody teamed with Roman?
Well, yeah, but I don't think that made him.
That was a more
turn.
of like, what are
He
you
didn't-
doing?
Because he didn't attack him.
He didn't turn on him. He
I'm
like
just-
went to
let
him.
me-
He was like, "What are you
let me
doing?"
think.
I thought we were on the same page.
I'm gonna cook. Hold on. We're gonna see. Y'all keep.
He didn't turn on him. He just asked
gonna
him,
figure
"How could you
something
team up with this guy when he's a terrible person?"
The same thing that LA Knight's been saying every
LA
week,
Knight
which
is the voice of reason again.
the rumors of his demise are greatly exaggerated.
Why is LA Knight here?
He said, "I'm coming for King of the Ring, and then I'm coming for Roman." So I must ask, Derek, what are his chances at King of the Ring?
You know what? I
What
think
is
history
chances?
repeats itself. I think he wins, and then we just take the title from him, or we take the crown from him. Why
King
not?
LA Knight,
Why not?
and you get a title shot now, right? Is that the move now?
That's what they decided. After a friend of the show, won
The year after.
Yeah, they were
No.
like, what would be cool now that
This
it's
is-
not him.
This is
Give him a-
fun.
So
He's not beating Roman though.
no, but he main events a small pay-per-view and loses. This is what's gonna happen. It's just lining up people for Roman to beat. Yeah, he's not beating Roman.
Or does he go
Shane
for
got
Cody?
a better chance beating Roman Reigns?
Or
than
does he
LA
go
Knight.
for Cody?
He
Can
said
he beat
Roman.
Cody? I mean, I'm just saying, you pick who you pick.
He's
pick,
not beating anybody.
You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna beat Solo Sikoa in the finals at King of the Ring.
Unless
I mean,
he has another meteoric rise like
I would
he had
love-
3 years ago.
I would love to see like a Montez win King of the Ring. You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah.
then do what?
What do you mean?
Lose to Roman.
He doesn't have to. They don't have to fight Roman. It doesn't have to be Roman.
Well, he'd lose to Cody too.
Or
No,
Cody.
he wouldn't.
He
What?
loses.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're telling me that you fully believe that they would book Tez to beat Cody.
Montez Ford would
They-
beat Cody Rhodes.
They booked Cody to beat Brock twice.
Because Cody is the hottest
Cody's
baby face in the
Cody,
company.
Cody is the most boringest champion since champions that we've had.
Oh man.
Cody as champion is boring. Please tell me I'm wrong. Prove it.
Well,
Prove me wrong.
I'ma
His
prove
chase is far better.
Yes.
what? Prove it. Listen to the crowd when he comes out. Are they booing? Are they
Yes.
leaving for snacks?
This is cool because he got a cool song. They also be out here saying, yeah, and that nigga sucks too.
Oh,
But they're booking him to win now.
They
Man.
booked him to win in the past too, and where he been at?
LA Knight has
Come on.
he kind of stops and starts, these
Come
pushes.
on.
But Angelo Dawkins has a better chance of headlining back-to-back Manias before LA Knight wins the belt. Wow. That is pretty accurate. He wouldn't beat one of those two. That's the literal golden gooses of the WWE.
Yeah.
Roman and Cody. He can't beat either one of them.
So they're just gonna hold the belts forever
If it was a transitional champ
until they fight each other.
Well, there's
If
also
it was-
a good that Gunther takes the belt.
Nobody want to see that shit either.
Gunther could take it.
You just hate everyone unless they're the New Day, the
It's New
Street
Day,
Profits.
New Street
No.
Profits, or Oba needs to have every belt.
Y'all are making me sound really racist. I'm just saying,
Good.
not the case.
Give Oba every belt
I like
and
Roman.
fire everybody else.
Hey, look, at this point, that's what y'all doing anyway. Shit. But no, come on now. Tell me, like, yes, Cody's song, we all cheer. I sing his song. Okay.
Okay.
I be out there like,
So you out there, whoa.
yes, because his song it's great. It's
But he's
fun.
boring.
But
he's
come on, him as a champion. Let's be real. This is what his third title run now.
We are in Super Cody. I just want to know.
Third
What-
title run since WrestleMania 40.
I just need to know because I wasn't really watching. I hope y'all had this same energy when John Cena was winning all the time. But
Oh, they
listen,
hated it.
Yeah,
People
because
hated it and people loved it, but at the same time, John Cena's feuds were fun.
but he always won. He won everything. He beat
Super
everybody.
Cena.
I hope y'all had this energy back then because it was Cena wins LOL every time. You knew he was going to win. And it's kind of the same with Cody. Like he's hot. He's fish grease.
Derek had on some jorts, a Cena shirt, had a Cena towel.
You
And he's
was
like,
out
I'm
there.
okay with it. It's good.
My first wrestling shirt was a Kofi Kingston shirt when he won the title. So therefore, I only have 2 Cena shirts, and one is his retirement run shirt. So
Okay. So
but don't get
I
me
get
wrong,
it.
like,
Cody
I like-
he's in a tough position. Like,
Is
but-
he?
yeah, he's doing the hardest job in wrestling to be the
What's
white
that?
meat baby face in 2026. That's the hardest thing to do in wrestling. He doesn't cheat. He don't cuss. He don't flip people off. He's not cool. Like that's the hardest thing to do in wrestling and not get booed. Like it's not easy. So I give him a lot of props for that because to maintain this, because I mean, we saw what happened in AEW. He got booed.
So
If this
basically, what
same
I'm
character
hearing
was in
is-
AEW, he'd be getting booed out the building.
So basically, what I'm hearing is if Kofi Kingston had that new Day, that new WrestleMania song,
Oh my gosh.
then hear me out. Let me
Oh my
cook for
gosh.
like
Back
30
to
seconds.
Cody. All right, back to Kofi. Okay.
Hear me out for like 30 seconds, okay?
Okay.
So if Kofi had a cool song, you know what I'm saying? Basically, the song we never got to hear
He did ever have a cool
Fans.
song.
as fans. No, the song that we never got to hear, right?
Okay.
Then Kofi would have been over and he would have multiple WWE runs. That's what you're telling me. Because he was
I
doing
mean, he
it.
had a 20-year WWE run.
I mean, he had
No,
a
no.
very long run.
No, we're talking about as champion. He would have multiple championship runs.
If he had a catchy song.
If he had a dope that dope song that the world wanted to hear that we didn't get to hear. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't have a moment in there that make everybody go, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I
Over
can't-
song makes
Well,
people go like this.
We can answer that too.
I'm just saying.
We
I'm just
can
saying.
answer that.
I'm just saying. Like, what are your thoughts?
But we can answer that right now.
What?
Because there was a song that was catchy, it had a hook, and was a great upbeat song. And we
if
never
Kurt-
heard Bow Down with a title belt.
Mm,
I mean, this is true. This is true.
Yep.
This is true.
Yep. And you acting like the New Day's theme wasn't catchy.
I mean, it was. If Kurt Franklin did it,
you know
it
what I
would have been
mean?
better.
Yeah. they didn't get Kirk Franklin, they got Kurt Franklin. So yes, a song has something to do with it. But like I said, AEW, so you wasn't watching. I was there. It took a year and they were done with Cody.
But you know what? Those fans are different. The
I will agree
AEW
with
fans and
that
WWE fans are not the same.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. They're not sports entertainment fans. So they honestly, like, I look down that whole card, they don't boo anybody. Like, you only booed Don Callis
Yeah,
in AEW.
They're just happy to be here.
Like, they respect everybody's ability to wrestle.
They
So
said-
it's different.
They said I got front row tickets for $175. Hey, yo, let's go.
Yeah, like, they're not booing anybody. You're like, the only way to get heat is just to be Don Callis, basically, or MJF. Well, MJF will disrespect everybody in the audience, but I don't even think they boo him. Like, it's just different. So when they do boo you, it's because they don't want to see you anymore, like Cody. So that's where it's different. There's two different shows for sure. Because
do you think Cody goes on a multiple title like run with the belt like Cena did, since that's who you compared him to?
Multiple. What do you mean?
You think he has 18?
How many he's got now? What, 3?
He got
4?
3. He got 3 in the span of 3 years. Right?
He's 40 now, so I don't think he gets 18.
You
I think he gets 10.
I mean,
I was gonna say I'd be surprised if he hits
look
10.
at how short these other title runs have been. Like, he won in 40. He won in Philly. He lost it. He lost it in Vegas last year. Won it back the same year, and then lost it this year, and won it back shortly after.
Yeah, 3. So 3 runs. He's had 3 runs in less than 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Whether they've been short or not, he's only had 3. He's been back 4 years.
He's 4, yeah, but he got hurt.
Yeah, 5 years because he was gone.
He got hurt.
5 years. We call it 4.
Hurt, though.
3 runs. That's it. So honestly, I don't think he has
you gotta
another
think about
3
it.
in him.
Roman had the belt. Wasn't nobody beating Roman. You know what I'm saying? Cody was the golden goose. Like, yeah, maybe he don't get like 18, but maybe, you know what I'm saying,
Nah, he don't get 18.
14.
I'd be surprised at 8.
You think so?
I feel like 6 or 7 is maybe the most he'll get. But I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, like, almost no question.
Is he only a Hall of Famer because of his run now?
Yeah.
Or is he a Hall of Famer because of everything?
Yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer for everything. He's held every other title, like a title in every company. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much ever existed. So
I mean, but we're talking about WWE Hall of Fame, right? That's what we're referring to, correct?
Yes. I mean, it's the only Hall of Fame that exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer.
There's
no
a
question.
TNA Hall of Fame, isn't there? No? Is that
There's a
not?
Dragon Con Hall of Fame. Does that count?
Is he in that? I don't know.
He
I don't
will
know.
be at some point, I'm sure.
There's a TNA Hall of Fame because
There is? Because I was like, I thought it was.
I think so because somebody's in it. I forget who.
Aren't the Dudleys in it?
Like Ken Shamrock is in it or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer, no question. And I mean, M. Rivas makes a good point. He respects the business too much. He doesn't need to get 10, 15 runs. I think because of him leaving and coming back, he's a multiple tag team champion and multiple IC. Like, he's held everything. So yes,
Except for the US title.
Bruh, Hillbilly Jim is a Hall of Famer. That Hall of Fame is not real.
Oh no, listen, look, I'm not disagreeing.
It's not
that
real.
He's a Hall of Famer. Like, I definitely believe that he was
The Bushwhackers are Hall of Famers. That's not real.
Like I said, do you believe that it's only because of his last 5-year run, or you think it's a collective of him being there before and this 5 years after him leaving? that's all. I was just trying to figure out which one. What
I
do
would
you-
answer
what do you
that
have to-
yes.
to which
Yeah,
part?
it's kind of both or either.
He could be in the Hall of Fame based off what he's done since he returned.
Mhm.
But when you complement that with what he did previously and what he did as Stardust and dashing Cody Rhodes and how he reinvented himself time and time again and, made lemonade out of lemons several times to now being the hottest white meat baby face that the company has had since, I don't know, Goldberg.
Yeah.
I think that
I mean, based
think
on
he
what
was-
the way they do it, he had enough accolades prior to coming back. He did.
Okay,
Because there's Hall of Famers who weren't even world champions. You know what I'm saying?
and
I think
everything
is
he
this
did
the
prior.
Godfather in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Give me a break. like,
That's
like
'cause
yo,
he was able to bring hoes and put them on.
He had a
TV.
hoe
He had a
train.
hoe train
the Godfather is a Hall of Famer. Like, no
on-
disrespect.
on cable television.
I mean, he did some amazing things. This man won matches without having to wrestle because he traded hoes to win the match. That's kind of epic.
Lord have
the
mercy.
only man to win a match without having to wrestle. He'd be like, man, you could wrestle me, or you could have one of my finest hoes. And people would be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm gonna take that hoe.
Yeah. So the Hall of Fame's not a thing.
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we all know that. We all know it's a sham.
But he's overqualified for the Hall of Fame, to be honest.
for
Like
sure.
the
For
fact
sure,
that him leaving and coming back, like really trailblazing, being able to make a success for yourself on the indies and come back.
So
Yeah.
who do you think, if they all retired the same year, or roughly the same year, who do you think gets the Hall of Fame first? Since it's a class, but it's not really like how it used to be. Like it's
Okay.
like one main person and a bunch of smaller people. So out of Cody, Roman, and Punk, who gets it first in y'all opinion?
I think it's probably Punk because I think he'll hang it up soonest.
No, that's what I'm saying. So this is the
So if they
scenario.
all
If
retired same
If they
time.
all retire
Oh,
around
sorry,
the same
missed that.
time, like you know what I'm saying, whether it's like 3 years, nobody's been in. Obviously, Brady's been gone for a while, so he hasn't been put in yet. So it's possible. So if they're all retired around the same time, nobody's in the Hall of Fame. Who would you say? Like, who would you say would make that Hall of Fame first?
I could very much see them do a Cody and Roman go in at the same time and use the
now
finish
you
the
gotta-
story
the
and the
rivalry.
bloodline and say, these two together reinvigorated wrestling.
You think Roman reinvigorated wrestling? But you think Roman shares his Hall
Roman
of Fame?
reinvigorated wrestling for some people, and then Cody did it for the other people. And
Yeah.
that's not a race thing. That's not a race dig. It really was that way. Like Cody brought a lot of people back because people were sick of Roman.
Yeah. And maybe he wouldn't want to share that moment because there's usually like a main event, like a headliner when it comes to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, now because it's not like how it used to be. It used to be a class of people. It used to be like at least like 3 big folks, a celebrity.
Now it's like one big name.
One,
And if
a
it was
bunch of
going to
little
be
sprinkles after.
if it was going to be one, it's Punk probably first because each of them deserves their own separate class probably. But I think Punk though, and I think the politics of it all, just to be like, you know what, just to make sure you don't think about going back over to AEW. Let's get this over with.
Right. Well, we know that doesn't work because we've seen it with Flair going to every promotion since he's been.
Yeah, I guess it's true. Like anybody could just
Foley
go wherever.
went over
they want.
there. Foley over there, all elite.
Foley is all elite, and took a bump, which I did not expect to see. He got kicked in the nuts. So I don't think I actually like that, to be honest. But it's whatever.
Oh, and we're forgetting that obvious one in Edge Copeland.
Oh yeah. Wait, is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he was inducted like 2012
Oh,
when his career was over.
okay.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
career
he's-
was
yeah.
over.
Yeah, he had the career fatal injury.
And they didn't do that to Daniel Bryan? No, I guess they
No,
didn't
'cause
have
remember
time.
he came back. Well, he came
but
back
was out
sooner.
like 4
Well,
years.
and he was an on-screen personality almost the entire time that he was gone.
Yeah, he was like GM and
he was
stuff.
GM and then they had the Talking Smack segment before he even got cleared.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't Hall of Fame him. Maybe he didn't want that. Maybe
They didn't Hall of Fame like really anybody outside of Edge, like on a immediate tip. Paige didn't get Hall of Famed.
Yeah, they put Edge in quick after his retirement.
I was like, they ain't Hall of Fame Big E. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I think I think it's really only Edge.
Yeah, I think Edge finished wrestling in like 2011, 2012 and went in 2012.
It was really quick. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Because, yeah, like nobody else went in that fast, like at all. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Interesting.
But at the time, there was not very many people that were bigger company men than Edge.
I think that had a lot to do with it too. Like Edge was homegrown, home built, and spent this whole career there. And they're just like, all right,
not anymore.
Let's shut it down. And but then he came back, and so that opens the door to then go wrestle somewhere else. But I still think Edge is gonna go back for something. I don't know what, but he'll go back for something.
Well, I mean, he and Christian have to come back to get inducted as Edge and Christian.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, they haven't done that. So yeah,
because Christian's not in the Hall of Fame.
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, they got to come back and do that.
Even though he's a world champ and an ECW world champ.
He is. So the Dudleys are in. Are the Hardys in?
No,
they're
not.
Okay, so it has to be Hardys and Edge and Christian together.
Because they want
that would be amazing.
They wanted to do Jeff by itself, but he declined.
What?
How could you do Jeff by himself?
How?
Y'all didn't hear the rumors that they wanted to induct Jeff by himself, but he was like he wants to go into the Hall of Fame with his brother.
I did not hear that. That's
no, I never heard that. Why would they not? Like that's crazy. That's wild. That makes no sense.
All y'all stuff. Now that I didn't said it.
Right, it'll be everywhere. Everywhere. My phone's gonna give an alert.
That is weird. Unless Matt was gone or something. Like I can't understand why they would want to do that.
This is like within like the past like year, 2 years, so somewhere in there. Like
Oh, I think
if anybody in the chat,
they just wanted to shut them down.
Yeah,
I have not heard that. That's interesting.
Sign for me.
But yeah, I think that would be amazing if they can get the Hardys and Edge and Christian at the same time,
and then inducted by the Dudleys.
By the Dudleys, yeah, that needs to happen.
Which that was the thing. Like I was still a wrestling fan. And that was around the time that I was training, and those were like the people that I saw as what I wanted to emulate.
It always comes up.
That's
so. What was the?
Sorry that I did it and you didn't.
So you brought up a very interesting point. You brought up Big E, and Big E wasn't inducted to the Hall of Fame. So what if, like right now, we're in a situation. This is a couple of what ifs in a row, but we're in a situation where the New Day is flirting with the idea of going somewhere else. What if Big E is also flirting with the idea of joining them? And then what if WWE says, nah, you good over here. Like, let's just lock you down. Hall of Fame. Let's do it. Big deal. Let's go. And then he says, I'm listening. But who inducts me? Now, who inducts Big E?
AJ Lee, Dolph
I think it has to be AJ.
AJ Lee, I guess, is the only answer. Yeah, I mean, Dolph, like,
I mean, as a collective, like, you know what I'm saying?
Dolph's not even a Hall of Famer, which, I mean, down the road.
Neither is AJ, though.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Wait,
I'm talking about as being in the Hall of Fame.
But the difference between, and this is not a knock on Dolph, amazing career, but the difference between AJ Lee in WWE versus what Dolph is in WWE is night and day in terms of how they're regarded.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's true.
Because somebody got the rub and somebody didn't.
because she almost single-handedly saved women's wrestling in WWE.
Yeah, like her impact is way bigger than Dolph's, like respectfully.
Because they got the
Um,
rib.
all these women wanted to
Dolph is
who
like
wrestle were like
best.
they wanted to be like AJ. Nobody really came in wanting to be like Dolph.
Shit.
And
Wait,
the stuff
Phil?
that Dolph did is amazing. Like the bumps that he can take. I mean, he is in
Yeah.
probably top 3 to top 5 greatest sellers ever.
Yep, I agree.
But right now, y'all are no selling his career.
No, I think he's a Hall of
not
Famer.
Me.
Again.
It's not me saying it.
These are your words.
Yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer, but he
It's
didn't
Sports
change the
Illustrated.
game. Like you got to change the game. Like I think,
See,
and-
but-
and that's what
see,
AJ
but
did. She changed the game.
Drizzen said he's not a Hall of Famer. So that's what I'm trying to get at. I'm like, I feel like he would be a Hall of Famer.
Bro.
No, I didn't
If
say he's
you-
not a Hall of Famer. I said that the difference in the how quickly they would be put in and the achievements as how they're viewed, AJ Lee is
When I
highly
cut this
above.
up, when I cut this video up, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay. I said he's not currently a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, neither one
Bro.
of them are.
Right.
Bro.
But AJ Lee is a different tier of regards.
Bros.
Sure.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake is a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
So please don't tell me about who can't be in the Hall of Fame. Like literally, Earthquake is in the Hall of Fame.
So tell me
Like-
this though. Do you think if they tried to get E with the Hall of Fame, whatever, that he still don't go ride with his boys if he can go?
I don't know.
Because
yes, you
he's
do.
because he's okay. Because let's just keep it a buck. He said before that he's good. He could go. That they don't have anything for him, which to me is
Wait,
crap. Because
Okay.
there's a whole
Wait
group.
a minute. Now you got to show me that quote. He said, "I'm good to wrestle if they have something for me."
Call him. Call him.
I'm not calling them and asking them that. Tell me
Where,
he-
where did this come from? Because I
He's-
got
Are you taking? Are you taking? Are you
I'm
where-
trying to tell you.
What's your
I'm trying to
source?
tell you.
That's
It's
all,
gonna, it's gonna pop up on your phones now that I've said it.
bro. Titus O'Neil is a Hall of Famer. All right, I don't want to hear about who can't get in the Hall of Fame.
Why? How did we
but
get
Titus
there?
went in as an ambassador, didn't he?
Is he in the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame?
Yeah, he's
He's
in
not-
as an ambassador.
He went in as his ambassador role, not as a wrestler. So
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
Hey,
he was
that-
he got a Warrior Award. So everybody that gets a Warrior Award gets in the Hall of Fame.
Does that count?
that's
don't
where I was
know.
like,
maybe not. So then that means Shad don't count, right?
He's not in the Hall. No, not in
Give
the
me,
Hall.
come on.
No,
Shad,
I would
Shad don't count.
I
well,
would
no,
not being in the Hall of Fame.
Shad has a Warrior Award. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Does that look, Google it?
I'm-
But that was
I'm
posthumous.
watching it right now.
I know that he got the award.
2022, he
Oh.
is in the Warrior Wing in the Hall of Fame.
The
right.
award-
But that,
okay, so there's a wing. So okay, all right, Okay.
There you go.
okay.
all right, I think we
Uh-huh.
have to write off the Warrior inductions.
Because okay, like that has nothing to do with the company. It's nothing that he did in the company. It's because he was a brave soul and he sacrificed himself for his son. Amazing, amazing gesture. And he is very much missed and everything else. But like it's not for anything that he contributed.
It's not for his wrestling ability. Is that what you're saying?
No, not even just the rest. Because I mean, you just said that Titus is in there, and you know he wrestled, but
Yeah.
also it's because he is the ambassador. It's something that he was working with for the company. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I think
That's
we
what
have
I'm
to
thinking.
we have to eliminate the whole.
All right. So okay, we can't count people in the Warrior Wing.
I was like, I
Fair-
feel like that don't count.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
That's
fair
that's
enough.
like them saying, "Hey, 2026 or 2027, we giving it to China."
China's
And
in.
she's
I think
in.
they put her
she's-
in with the.
she's in
with
as
the,
DX, but I'm talking about like she gets in because she's in the Warrior Ring. the Warrior wing version of the Hall of Fame. Like that's a slap in the face.
Okay. All right. So I have this entire list. There are 259 people. 9 of them are Warrior award people, which are Titus O'Neil, Shad, Tim White, the ref, and a few other. Joan London. Okay. From like what?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Anyway, so those 9 people are in there. There are 51 legacy members, 56 groups, 136 individuals, and 15 celebrities that are in the Hall of Fame. So if I go through the individuals, we are definitely going to find some people where you're like, did they have Hall of Fame careers? Brutus the Barber Beefcake? Come on. Brutus, maybe you're not old enough to remember, but I'll tell you, no. Okay, I missed her whole career, but maybe you could tell me. Beth Phoenix, is she a Hall of Famer?
Beth Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd say yeah. Beth?
I missed her whole career. I don't really know what she did.
Oh, you weren't watching then?
I wasn't watching.
So Beth Phoenix was arguably, I think you could use it as a good relay point. She was the more feminine version of China in that new era.
Okay, fair enough. All
Hey,
right.
Tatanka deserves every moment of recognition. Don't hate on my childhood hero.
Yo, shout out to Tatanka. Okay, I'm still looking. I'm just taking a quick peek. I mean, there's a few of these folks I'm like, but Ivory, all right, 3-time world champion. She's a good wrestler. I mean, I think at this rate, I think I said it a while back. I think almost every woman wrestling right now is probably going to be a Hall of Famer. That's on like main roster. I think they're all Hall of Famers, just according to the Tori Wilson. I mean, respect Tori, but like she won 1 championship, and women's wrestling was different back then.
But Tori, Stacy, Trish, they also reinvented the division from what it was before them, because they were the first ones to attempt to learn.
Right. That's where I give it to Ivory. Ivory was one of the first that was wrestling.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
Ivory, Gail Kim.
Yeah, like they were actually wrestling. Wait, Jeff Jarrett is in? What? I did not know that. I thought he had beef with them.
I think there was some bearing of the beef to get him in. I can't remember the exact story. If Marco was here, he would know it, I'm sure. Probably.
I mean, he's definitely got the the statistics, but yeah, I remember he was like really beefing with them. Honky Tonk Man, I mean, come on. Come on.
He has a guitar. What do you expect?
The guitar, maybe that changed the game, like using instruments as weapons in wrestling rings. He was a pioneer of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna go through all this. I don't want to feel like I'm disrespecting people who've given their bodies to the sport and all. But Michelle McCool missed her whole career. I mean, I'm sure
Michelle McCool is in because she's married to the Undertaker. There's no doubt about that. When she went in, I was like, what in the world is going on here?
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, the Hall of Fame exists as, at least as far as I know, like a way for veterans to continue getting paid. You know what I mean? Like where we can put them in a position where they can still earn. They're getting maybe a Legends deal, and they can do other stuff.
I got a question for y'all. All right, because we was talking about E, right? So we're gonna take this to Paige. WWE doctors refused to clear her because of the high risk of her neck injury.
Yeah.
She took her time off and everything. She went to AEW, and their doctors cleared her.
Yeah. That's the same with Daniel Bryan, right?
Daniel came back after his neck injury though.
But
In
then he got
WWE.
sidelined again and couldn't get cleared.
He got
Yeah.
hurt again the second time. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, he came back after the first one. So, but I'm just saying, like, Big E can come back. It ain't impossible.
Yeah, I mean, you know, now you sound like Kofi and Woods. So what? Kurt Angle came back. Edge came back.
Why didn't you?
That's all I'm saying.
Every
So my question is, so what are you saying if that's what you're saying?
yeah. So you're saying it would be something that Big E should consider if that weird
If
hypothetical came up where New Day is about to go try something new, and they're like, "Yo, like,
I mean, would y'all not?
come on."
Like, what do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts?
And
I
he's
know what I
over
want.
there. He's happy. I mean, we know what we want, but
Yeah.
like, he's there. He's happy. He's got a gig. He's got family. He's doing well. And they're like, "Come on over here and let's make a moment." And then WWE says, "Or you could just take this Hall of Fame,
You think he wants to go in solo?
headline the class, you know." No, I don't.
And
No.
then you think WWE is gonna let him headline a Hall of Fame class? Let's just keep it a buck.
I think they would, oddly.
Maybe just
I think they
considering
would
how
because
it went.
and they build up, you know, this is a man that gave everything in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't anybody bigger, like, I mean, it's too early to think about next year's class and what
It
that
can't
would
be
look
anybody bigger. He's Big E.
But he lost his last name.
Nobody cares about Langston.
He has no
It's-
legacy.
E is his last name.
Where's his?
He's Big E.
E.
He lost his family that day.
I
His
can't
first,
think
his
of
last
who,
is everything.
I can't think of. I mean, I'm sure there will be somebody, but I
God,
can't
Derek
think
with
of
that.
a bigger name for next year. I mean, they'll come up. It'll be Brock.
It'll be Brock.
Yeah, it'll be Brock. So it's not gonna happen. Brock once again will take the spot from a black man and be like, "I got this."
Red put it on Front Street. We were dodging it all day.
He tried to dodge it.
'Cause I was gonna say Bray, but he was like, "Yep, wrong B name."
Wow, Bray would be nice. Is Bray in?
No, he's not. He's not.
Wow.
Like I said, they've been dodging that for years.
But they gotta bring back the Wyatt Six to do it. So that would be
Do they?
And
awkward.
they just cut them all.
Or do you just let JoJo go ahead and put him in the Hall of Fame?
They got to bring her back. I think she's
You have
got
to
more
bring-
beef than anybody.
I think she's with AEW too. I don't know.
I thought she had legit beef, and that's why she left.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I thought
We love JoJo.
I thought some of like the Bray stuff, like
Like
she
rubbed
said
her the
them,
wrong way.
like said stuff like online and
And then
blew up a little bit.
if they do put in Bray, do you put in the Wyatt family?
No,
No, why not?
because they're not a Hall of Fame faction, in my opinion.
Why is Bray a Hall of Fame?
But out of respect for Brody Lee, maybe you do that
why is only Bray a Hall of Famer though?
because he's multiple world champion.
You just said people don't have to be a world champion to be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, you got to have some impact. So I guess
I can see the original Wyatt family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Going in.
The
Okay.
original Wyatt family.
Yeah, why not? I mean, yeah.
Or did you miss that too?
No, I saw that. They had some good times. I didn't see all of it, but I remember looking back, and I remember that they had that really good run when Daniel Bryan was like a member for a second, and then he snapped out of it. That was cool.
Well, and I think there's enough collectively that you could easily put them in with what you have between Bray and Braun in terms of singles accomplishments, and then the tag accomplishments of Rowan and Lee.
Yeah, no, you're right. They have enough They have enough accomplishments, and they have a really good big impact.
Yeah,
I was thinking Wyatt 6. I was like, no. That's what when you said Wyatt.
That's what I had to clarify too, because I went to Wyatt 6 first as well.
Wyatt
I was like, they just cut them off.
Heck no. Like they're no
family. I mean, even though they're all gone though, like everyone in the Wyatt family is not
everybody's gone. So you got to bring somebody back to do it.
So I mean, 2 of them are gone.
Yes,
rest
gone,
in peace.
Gone. Yes.
Yeah.
And Rowan just got released as part of the Wyatt 6.
Yeah.
And then Braun is still associated from his TV show, which is WWE produced.
He is. Yeah. He's
paid to eat food.
Yeah.
He's affiliated, so he would come back for it.
I'm just saying, like, you know, like I feel like they would go, you know. I feel like you're not gonna put in Husky Harris, which, you know, would you put in the Nexus? Like the original Nexus?
No.
No?
No. I wouldn't.
I mean, again, they had the accomplishments when you look at them all individually, that when you put them collectively in a group, you go, oh man.
I mean,
and
that's
the group just that summer with Cena.
I mean, I'm not saying put, you know, the 3-man band in, but you know,
they should be.
I mean, they should be though. They're actually accomplished. They've all won titles.
All 3 of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle wasn't in the 3-man band. No, he wasn't. That was Heath Slater.
He was in the 3-man band as well.
Wait, so they would have 4-man band?
He doesn't count as like a full.
Yo.
Oh man.
Hey, yo. About to get us canceled. Oh, God, over. Yo, we canceled. Oh, man.
It won't make it into
the opinions of that guy.
No, it's one and all.
We're don't necessarily reflect us all.
Reflects on all of us.
Cause what? Yo,
I could have sworn Hornswoggle was in the 3-man band.
The man that dapped us up at Wale Mania in Philly.
He is.
I didn't see him. I didn't make it backstage with y'all fancy people. Okay.
Oh, we walked in.
We saw him outside. He was outside and was like so excited to see me for some reason. So that was weird.
Because he's a big fan.
But he was not in a 3-man band. You just Now you being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful.
I wasn't trying. That was not the
intent. I legit thought you were. I was like,
I really wasn't. I was just like, oh, he's a big fan of yours.
Now you try to, now you being disrespectful.
I don't even know how to spell Hornswoggle. Type it in, Drizzen, and see if he was in 3-man band, because I feel like he was.
There were 3 in the 3-man band.
I understand.
Okay, there was a moment that he joined 3MB for a moment. There was maybe one episode.
Okay, only one. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was more than that. So okay, I got you.
He got a haircut and started dressing like them, and they were like, "No, you can't be a part of this."
Okay,
but no.
But you feel like 3-man band should be a part of this. This is Drew before he left, dyed his hair black, grew some body hair and facial hair.
Well, yeah, he
grew an entire body on top of his old body.
Right, he was pretty trash back then, but
he had to do a Majin Buu transformation.
Yeah,
yeah, he had to eat his old self to become what he is now. I don't. Yeah, maybe not. They're not super accomplished. And they weren't accomplished as a group.
So that means he gets in just because he knows 2 world champions.
Exactly. No, he was tag champs with Rhino, but that wasn't in the faction. But
he got kids.
They don't need to make it. But he got kids though.
He had that double wide.
he got kids, yo. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I think. But so you think? That situation, Big E says, "Nah, I'm not taking this. Not taking the Hall of Fame."
I don't see it.
I don't see him ever wrestling again.
And that if that's what it is, I'm okay with it.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I still want to know where you got that he. The only reason he isn't is because he's not medically cleared.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like there might not be a situation where like, oh, AEW's doctors would clear him and WWE's wouldn't. I don't know if that's the same situation with him. I don't know,
Seen it happen
but
multiple times.
but we've seen it. That neck injuries, we've seen people come back from them. So it is possible that a doctor could have said to him, "You can do this if you want, but you risk the chance of never being the same again." Like that could have happened. It could have happened. You know what I'm saying? But and then you decide, well, do you want quality of life or wrestling pops? You know what I mean? And so now
One
you have
last
a tough
pop for the
decision.
boys.
I think he gets the same pop just coming down the aisle. You know what I mean? Like you
I
don't
ain't never seen him come down the aisle though.
but he could, is what I'm saying.
I mean,
Which is why I would have loved to
La-
seen it.
the last time he came down the aisle, he got kicked out the group.
Yeah.
You know?
He wasn't
Yeah.
in the group. He tried to insert himself back in, and they said no.
Oh, they said we good. We good over here.
Listen,
He'd already
I thought
left
they-
him.
Thought they was gonna break up then. I was like,
So
what's going on here?
man, it's a tough situation. But yes, like because basically if let's say if New Day goes to AEW and the only thing you want from Big E is just the pop. You want him to come out with y'all, throw some pancakes, get a huge pop.
I mean, he could be the MVP.
He then has to throw away, however you want to look at it, whatever he currently has with WWE, which is a full-time steady job, whatever, who knows about benefits, whatever, who knows. But to give all that away to get that pop is a lot to ask somebody. You know what I mean?
It is.
And so I don't know if they would even put him in that position. Like it's up to him to decide that.
How does he feel about this whole situation? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, it would be a huge moment, but AEW is big on moments. And to quote Drake said that about Kendrick and the whole control thing. Like, these are moments, but will you be talking about them later? You know what I'm saying? It's a good question to ask. Because, like, you talk about Paige. Paige had the biggest moment of her life, probably, winning the women's title at Wembley Stadium in front of her family. Nobody talks about that. You know what I'm saying? That was probably her biggest moment. Like, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
So I mean, so
you won the title
so
in Wembley.
at that point, like, do we want to see, the former members of the New Day, because the New Day is dead now? Do we want to see those members go there?
I want to see it because as a fan, but just remembering that, not knocking AEW, but what they do with booking, but it's very possible that they could have the biggest moment and then never reach that again. You know what I mean? Just this huge thing, and then you don't see them for 3 months. Or, a huge run of a couple of shows and a couple of great matches, and then nothing.
And do y'all think, just the way we know the business on the WWE side, do y'all think that would burn the bridge if they ever tried to bring them back? No telling if they would or wouldn't.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like they have that kind of, like, they're not petty. I know Vince wasn't petty, and it seems to me like anybody can go back and forth at this point.
And there's talk right now about WWE has been reaching out to FTR because their contracts are expiring.
And they hated it. They talked so much crap about WWE.
I mean, so did whatchamacallit, so did CM Punk, but he's CM Punk. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, they for a moment they'll do anything. They don't care. They want a moment. They want viral moments. They want ESPN, USA Today. They want moments, and so that requires swallowing your pride sometimes.
So y'all said FTR, right? But FTR left under Vince's tutelage. So I mean, is that really swallowing your pride when it's TKO now?
Not really.
I think so still, because that's how the public knows you. Oh, you went back to WWE. I thought you didn't like it there.
No, I mean, I'm talking about, like, is that WWE swallowing their pride, bringing them back, or are y'all talking about that is FTR is swallowing their pride?
It would be FTR because the business though is what it is. Like, it's like what's best for business, and big names coming back is best for business.
But that's a tag team.
They're talking about Enzo Amore coming back. You know what I mean?
So like,
So it
yeah.
has.
obviously,
I
they don't
think
give a fuck about the tag teams. What we've been talking about for the past what?
I think
however
they
many
want to
months.
rebuild it. That they don't want tag teams the way we like tag teams. I think they want to rebuild it in a different way.
Yeah.
They want tag teams that are entertainers. And so that's not, I hate to say it, it's not Motor City. That's not, it should be the Lucha Brothers, but it's not. I don't know. I think they want a different style for the tag team.
The bad part is everything that you just described is
the New Day.
Right.
They're
But-
what we wanted, and they're entertaining.
Money though, they were getting
Yep.
veteran money. They weren't getting new guy money.
Well, I mean, you know, Brock about to leave, so you ain't gonna be paying him like that.
That's the difference.
Great.
You
That
can't-
means
you
that we
can't-
saved that money and that money.
Yeah, let's save more money. You can't offer the New Day
And
the
then-
veteran, the minimum,
And
and them take it when they've been making big money.
then on top of that, you know, charge us $7,000 for seats to a show. So yeah, sure.
Man,
That's why I don't go.
are you mad enough to not go?
Yeah. If I'm talking about not going back to a WrestleMania, and I've been to the last 4 since I've started going, and I pay the money. I pay the money.
All right, I'm telling you, I think they're gonna do something to get us back. I said it. They're gonna.
Listen, but what did I tell you? I was like, if it's something, it has to be something that I really want to see. I want to be there in person.
Bruh, it's gonna
Right
be.
now-
they're
right
gonna
now,
do.
dead
They're gonna go
presidents
back
are
to like
way
New
better.
York. They're going back to like New York, like somewhere where like
so I can not get out. I can't get home.
I'm like, nah, it'll be at 3 p.m. What you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's gonna
Everything
be
is
a-
done
it's
by
gonna be a-
8:45
it's gonna
because
be a-
there's a
It's
UFC
gonna
pay per
be an
view.
afternoon show.
He'll be
in
at
New
12
York.
o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
right,
you can
you're
still
right.
go to the club. Like they're gonna do something. They're gonna go back to a city where people love wrestling, and it's gonna bring people back. But I don't know, man. I think business, it's a weird mentality to be like, oh, I'm cutting these guys and now I'm gonna go sign these other veterans. It's really weird. But guys like FTR, they've done everything in AEW. You know what I mean? So if anything, it would probably make sense for them to be interested in
What
going
was-
back.
What was their WWE name? Because I can never remember.
The Revival.
Revival. Yep.
Yeah.
It just clicked. Yeah.
And even what they kind of stood for is not a WWE gimmick at all. They were like, no flips, just fists. Like we're just old school.
I don't know. That's more of a WWE thing than it is AEW.
I guess it is. Yeah. No flips, just fists. So it does seem like a very WWE mentality now. I think about it, but they just want those pops, those moments that bring people back in. Like, oh
It's
wow, I
all
never
about-
thought they would come back.
It's
Oh,
all about
man.
viral moments and clicks now. Like we
I mean,
talked about it for
this is true.
months.
Because the page thing still rose me the wrong way. I'm like, you could have did this so different, and it would have been so much better.
Yo, your idea for that of AJ winning and then going, you know what? I've been gone and still nobody can beat me, and then having Paige come out on that Monday, that would
Yeah.
have been
Just
huge.
repeat history.
Like that's a click farm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they wanted to have the moment at Mania.
But you know,
Yeah.
Nikki
All I'm saying
screwed
is-
that up.
All I'm saying is WWE, go ahead and
Hit your boy.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
We're gonna change a lot of things.
get the quiet giant in the writing room,
Hey, listen.
and we gonna make it happen.
You'd
They
be
were like,
fired
so I
week
was
one.
thinking. He's like, so I was
Fired
thinking.
week one.
Hey,
He's like, so I was thinking. Montez Ford beats Roman. First match of Raw. Let's just get that over with. Oba beats Brock, second match. Javon Evans beats whoever, next match. All right. And that's it. We don't really need nothing else.
y'all
Bianca comes back pregnant, still beats Rhea Ripley.
you know we've all wanted it. We've wanted this for years.
She just slaps her, bow, and it just bends her. That's it. What else you need?
I mean, look, listen. All she needs is 8 weeks afterwards, right? When that's what they was gonna do to Becky. I just read the book.
Yeah.
Hey, let her come in and take title of the league. Why not?
8 weeks. That's all you need. Like, just drop that baby and get back in this ring.
Hey, go ahead and get them a tour bus. You know, so they good.
bro. I could have bet money that Becky wasn't coming back after I read that book. I was like, oh, she's done.
Listen,
and sure enough, she came back. So everybody comes back. They missed that pop, man. That pop is drugs. It's drugs.
Hearing her story is very interesting on how everything went and everything else. I'd be liking these books. Be good. I like them.
Yeah, I
don't know if I can read
was
everything.
surprised how like honest she was. It seemed like she was very honest about how it
Yeah.
went. And like you don't really get to hear that perspective, like somebody who was at the top, had a baby, took time off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so hearing that from her perspective, it's a really good book. Like,
Yeah. And I was sitting over there like I had just finished it, and I was like, "Oh, it's done." I was like, she could have told us so much more stuff. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, wait.
It's
So no, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Her book, definitely a good book. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Audible guy, so it was a little hard to get into it first because the accent. Oh Lord.
Strong
No,
accent.
the book is good. The book is good. Yeah, just learning a lot of stuff. It's a lot of people. I'm like, man, I want to hear from y'all. Write a book
Mhm.
so I can read it.
But
So I
we
can
are
listen to
coming
it.
up on that time, and we don't have
Oh,
a
yeah.
Marcos to give us our
Yes.
outro.
Our
But
wind
I
down.
was thinking about it, and
Got a question this week.
I do have one. Just came up with it.
Mm.
Who do you see as the most glaring omission from the Hall of Fame?
Like who should be? I mean, at this point, they can all get in, but I gotta look back at the most glaring omission. Now I gotta look at that list again. Hold on.
You go first, sir. Since it was your question, give us some time to figure out.
That's not the way it's supposed to work.
Hey, you know, curveball.
But I think if I have to throw one out, well, one of them we're never going to see, and it's not who I think most people think when I say that. Owen Hart.
Yep.
Which we will never see because of his wife and the family in terms of how the WWE handled everything afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to say never, but you could probably never say never on that. You could probably say never.
Yeah. Then I think the one that is just a matter of time until it happens is Batista.
Yeah. I feel like he was supposed to, and then they moved some things around and he couldn't make it.
And then that's almost too easy, so I'd probably say William Regal.
Wow, I'm surprised he's not. Yeah. That is a shock. He should be in there. You know who should be in there? I guess won't be until they sort out or until he figures out and leaves the AEW. Well,
Oh wow, yeah.
it's the Big Show. I mean, he's kind of like, I hate to say it, like a joke now. When we look back, we're like, man, this guy was just big and dumb. But as the giant, and even as he was the truth. Like this guy was an athlete. He did it all, held every world title, and yeah, he held it down. So I think Big Show should be a Hall of Famer. It probably would be if he wasn't signed with AEW right now.
I mean, I have to go China. China on a solo tip.
And China was on my list as well.
Yes, that's that's long overdue.
Yeah, China on the solo side, I would definitely say has to be like, you know, it's cool that she's in there, you know, with DX, but I'm like, Beth Phoenix is in there, you know.
Well, it's a personal issue, and they've even said it. I thought they cleared it up because she's in the video game now, right?
Yeah.
So I think they've squashed it, but like I remember them trying to kind of bury her, being like, "Oh, it's her history. You know, people Google her, they might see some other things she's done."
Whatchamacallit? Tori Wilson.
Well, that was Playboy. That's not porn.
Also very different.
Is she naked?
Shawn Michaels was on Playgirl, so that's different.
Well, and it was also like endorsed by WWE when Tori Wilson.
Yeah, like they probably made it happen. Yeah, nobody's done like porn straight up. Well, you know what? X-Pac was in it, wasn't he?
Yes.
So okay, but yet X-Pac is in the Hall of Fame as with DX. Huh? Interesting. Anyway, you know, there's some double standards with women around there, so that's kind of whack. But yeah, they were like, oh, people might Google her and see some things that are not, you know, family friendly.
Listen, what didn't we just hear that this ain't real?
Yeah, but
you know what?
Corporate sponsors are real.
so just to pause on that, since we all kind of gave our people going back to Becky Lynch's book, bro. She said fake so many goddamn times. I'm like, bro, God dang.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't even in the business, but I'm like, you ain't supposed to be saying that. That's like the no word, right?
I guess she like, look, if you're reading this, you know, right? You know.
I'm like, yo. But nah, man.
She said fake.
I'm trying to think of who else. If I had another person, I don't think I do.
So did you hear? This is a fun one. Apparently, a guy named Chris Dunn. I don't even know who that is. He was on a podcast. Maybe he was an ex-writer.
Yeah, wasn't he the old executive producer?
Oh, is he related to Kevin Dunn? The guy.
I might have been getting that confused.
And he's probably related to him. Apparently, during pandemic, which already sounds like a terrible idea because most of the stuff that happened during pandemic was so forgettable. There was a pitch and it was about to happen. I don't know if you guys heard this. This is ridiculous. This is a good place to end the show. The pitch was Sheamus, Cesaro, Nakamura, and Lars Sullivan, and some legendary NWO member, but we forget who it was supposed to fly to Orlando and introduce this crew, Sheamus, Cesaro, Nakamura, and Lars Sullivan, as the new NWO.
What?
But whoever this was landed and didn't pass a COVID test, and therefore they scrapped it.
The NWO member didn't pass the COVID test?
Yeah.
That's the only part that I want to know is who was the, because that's the linchpin in the whole thing. Like, who former NWO?
Like, I feel like if it was Hogan, they would have known. They would remember that. So maybe Hall. I mean, well, Nash. I mean, Hall was dead. So this is Nash or X-Pac probably, which sounds crazy. So it had to be Nash. This sounds ridiculous to the point where this doesn't even sound true.
The only way it works is if it was Hogan. The only way that remotely has a chance of working is if it's Hogan.
Okay, so picture now Hulk Hogan standing next to Cesaro, Nakamura, Sheamus, and Lars Sullivan, and saying, "This is the new NWO, brother." This sounds horrible. Who
is it? Before or after we find out that Lars Sullivan is a terrible, terrible, horrible person?
This must be. I don't know, but
I'm pretty sure it was after because I think he got released. Like,
yeah, this sounds like a complete joke. Kevin Nash actually responded and said, "Never heard anything about this. Me." Oh, he said Scott and X-Pac and myself were out almost every weekend together. It definitely wasn't one of us. This sounds like the League of Nations, basically.
That's very much what it sounds like, except for Lars Sullivan.
But with Lars Sullivan. So NWO, this sounds stupid. This is
my thought is like I jumped to like Bischoff, Steiner, Big Show.
Oh, so I guess it could have been one of these not so like major NWO guys.
I mean, Bischoff was major. That would be another play that I could see feasibly working.
This sounds like Cap though, because how do you forget the quote unquote legendary NWO member? How do you forget? That's the most notable name in this whole conversation.
Well, except for Cesaro.
Well, shout out to Swiss. Unless it was like Scott Norton or the referee, Nick Patrick.
Nick Patrick.
Like
it was Stevie Ray.
That was the legendary member. Like, yo, this makes no sense. This is no. This can't be right. Somebody was like, this is only doable if Nakamura agreed to dress up like Scott Hall and talk like him. It could have been Hogan though, but I don't think so. This sounds so stupid. Oh God.
Could have been Sting with NWO Wolfpack.
But yeah. Luger?
No. Well, wasn't he like really wheelchair bound then?
Yeah, I mean, you know, don't discriminate. They could have wheeled him in. Hey, yo, stop laughing, yo.
At that point, never mind. I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to imagine the NWO music hits. No, maybe the Wolfpack music, because he wasn't black and white. I don't think he was. The Wolfpack music hits. Oh, dun, 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 dun. And it's just silent. And then Lex Luger rolls up.
Why are you doing the motion?
And on his side is Nakamura, Lars Sullivan, Cesaro, and Sheamus.
All wearing NWO shirts.
Oh God. Oh my God. No, this is Cap. This is Cap. Chris Dunn, you're a liar. This isn't real.
Who is Chris Dunn?
I don't even know. Who is Chris Dunn?
There was a Chris Dunn in the NBA, wasn't there?
Maybe. All right. I think it's Cap. Chris Dunn with a K was a basketball player. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's lying. I searched Chris Dunn WWE, and the first thing that comes up is the NWO plans. This dude's a liar.
Yeah, Chris Dunn on WWE scrapped NWO reboot.
Right. It's the only news on this guy. He's a liar. Well, all right. Christopher Dunn on LinkedIn, WWE television writer and producer, August 2016 to July 2021. But that makes me think, what happened to Kevin Dunn? Did they fire him? Is he still around?
I think he's done now.
Okay.
I think.
I remember seeing that he was leaving a couple years ago, but I didn't know if that was true. Because they're always talking about his camera cuts.
Yeah, the bop, 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 bop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the joke. They were like, oh, they're going to do a 21 camera cut salute to him when he leaves.
Which I think he also had like some allegations over the years as well.
Oh boy. Well, good riddance.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Lex Express, by the way. Was definitely not taking shots at a legend. I just thought that would be hilarious if it was Lex Luger. That's another thing that's never happened in WWE. They've never played the Wolfpack theme in WWE ever.
One of the greatest themes of all time, arguably.
Right. Legendary theme. They have never done the Wolfpack gimmick in WWE. Crazy.
All right. Well, Rand, when do you start hustling and bustling again?
Oh man, actually next week. I'll be in LA for Summer Game Fest is happening out there. So I'll be hanging out playing some video games. There's an event going on. I haven't even announced it yet. June 4th. 5th, maybe on a Friday in LA. But then after that, I'm going on tour with MC Chris June 12th. And I'll be all over the West Coast. And then in July, we do East Coast. And then I do some Midwest with him after that. And so, yeah, I will see y'all all over the place. It's going to be a great tour and a great time. So go to megarain.com/shows for information on that. Me, Swell Rel, MC Chris, going to be out hanging out.
Yes, sir.
Derek, what you got?
What do I have? San Diego Comic-Con. That's what I got.
Oh, snap.
Hey, there we
That's
go.
the next one.
Nice. I still have never been. That's definitely on my list, even though people tell me it's not worth it. I still want to go.
Really? They
That's
said it's
the
not
big
worth it?
one.
I feel like that's the show of shows.
Yeah, it's pretty big, and they always do a pretty good like programming around. Like they can bring out like a lot of wrestlers. They get a lot of good stuff. It's like the one. It's probably not what it used to be.
It's the
But-
WrestleMania of Comic Cons.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That's actually pretty good.
So yeah, no, was able to get me some tickets this year. So
Yo,
be in there.
I
Be
think
in
I'll
there.
be there as well.
Oh, look at that. Another link up.
Go
I don't
ahead
even
and
know
hop in
when
the
it-
car.
When is Comic-Con?
Hop in the car and drive. It's July.
Come through.
Some-
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, I gotta go, y'all. But this has been a great episode. And as always, don't forget to follow your boys. Subscribe on YouTube, Bumps and Bruises. We're at Twitch too. We everywhere. Insta, we everywhere. Just throw the Bumps and Bruises logo up in the sky.
Yes,
And
sir.
it looks like Brock Lesnar giving an F5. And then
That's I feel about this.
not
All
exactly.
right, y'all.
But anywho,
episode.
I'll see y'all soon. I'm actually about to play some video games. Specifically, I mean, I ain't played Fortnite in a while, so maybe I will. But this new Forza Horizon is amazing. And I'm not even a wrestling game guy like that, but this game is
Driving
super
game.
cool.
I was like,
driving.
driving.
Yeah, it's driving.
I was like, oh, 2K26. Got you. Let's play the
No,
new
it's-
day
it's-
while we
it's-
can.
It's racing. But yeah, yeah, jump into that too. So yeah, I'll be setting up. I gotta move the Xbox into the streaming room because I think I'm gonna stream that. But yeah, I will see y'all soon.
All right, y'all. Till next week.